The Tesla Cybertruck. Oh my goodness. Leave it up to Elon Musk to deliver a presentation that is equal parts ultimate cringe and whoa, that's amazing at the same time. Let's do this. Zepion's John Master Lee here. And today I'm gonna geek out on this new Tesla Cybertruck that was just launched. Now this baby is blowing up on the internet, and when I'm looking at this presentation just from the screenshots, man, this truck looks like it's not done. It looks like something that's in pre-production, looks like it's a concept car. So I'm really curious to see if this is the real deal, if this is an actual truck, the actual final design. It looks so ultra minimalistic that it's gotta be a joke. Looks like something a third grader drew in art class and someone decided to turn this thing to real life. Like, it just doesn't look finished. Hey, but enough of this speculation. Let's just check out this presentation. All right, and away we go. There are definitely a lot of Elon Musk fans out there. I can tell you that right now.
Doesn't look like anything else.
Say that again.
So we'll start off with the size, the dimensions, and the inspiration.
You know what's funny? The way he's dressed, the way his hair is done, the way he stands in front of that car, he looks like the Terminator's younger brother.
The functionality I'm going to describe is within a space that is less than the most popular pickup truck in the United States, the F-150. So we didn't cheat in either width, height, or length. And we're able to achieve much greater capability in the same dimensions, same weight. Yeah. Part of this is the fundamental design change. We moved the mass to the outside. We created an exoskeleton.
Move the mass to the outside.
The way that a truck is designed, you have a body on frame, you have a bed on frame, and the body and the bed don't do anything useful. They're carried like cargo, like a sack of potatoes. It was the way that aircraft used to be designed, when they had biplanes, basically. The key to creating an effective monoplane was a stressed skin design. You move the stress to the outside skin. It allows you to do things that you can't do with a body on frame. So we're able to make the skin out of thick, ultra-hard stainless steel.
I think what he's trying to say is it's very, very roomy inside.
We're going to show you just how hard.
And maybe that's why this design has to look this way.
Franz has a sledgehammer. Now, don't hold back. Okay.
Live demos like this scare me, or they're doing something that is, you can't predict the outcome of, you know what I'm saying? I've been to a couple of live presentations where we do something novel like this to really kind of take it up a notch, and sometimes it don't go as planned.
Go, do it. Yeah.
Listen to Musk, man. He's like a child having a good time in a junkyard.
Yeah, nice. Now hit the Cybertruck. Same thing. Hit it harder. Yeah.
It looked like it was just a little bit softer.
Really wind up. Nail it. Yeah.
Okay, that looked harder. That looks tough. Very durable.
Very strong.
That looks a lot tougher than anything the Teslas.
So if you think about a truck, you want a truck that's tough. You want a truck that's really tough, not fake tough.
I wonder who he's referencing when he
truck
says
can
that.
take a sledgehammer too. Truck that won't scratch, doesn't dent. What else can we do with this truck? What if we shot it? Let's shoot it.
Man, he is so awkward on stage. I'll tell you, it's. I know what he's trying to go for. There's a presentation he's trying to follow. He's trying to create drama here, but he doesn't quite have the stage presence as some other CEOs, if you will. And that's fine, right? That's not his shtick, right? This guy is much more known for being innovative, putting his money where his mouth is. He is a techie at the end of the day. I think pretty much in the same camp as someone like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. Just people who are not the most dynamic speakers, and maybe even a little bit awkward.
9mm bullet shot at the door. We're in California, unfortunately. But the 9mm, it is literally bulletproof to a 9mm handgun. That's how strong the skin is. So it's ultra hard, cold rolled stainless steel alloy that we've developed. We're going to be using the same alloy in the Starship rocket and in the Cybertruck. Yeah, you're welcome. So on the right, that's like normal truck doors. Like might as well be made of tissue paper. That looks like a paintball. Very different. So, when you say something's built tough, that's what we mean.
Okay, now I got that reference. This is a little more obvious.
What about the glass? Seems like a vulnerability. Yeah, transparent metal glass. Yeah, that's right.
Metal glass.
Well,
Is that a thing?
Let's show some of the tests. What can we do with this? All right. Let's show the glass demo.
Oh man, I still can't get over that design. It just, I feel like I would be made fun of if I drove that down the street, right? Versus how most people react to a Tesla going like, that's awesome, I want to check it out. That just seems like it's ripe for heckling. Who wants that in life? I get enough of it online.
Nothing.
That dude doing the experiments.
Yeah.
Looks like he would hold a magic
it's
act
kind of a
in
small
Las
bowl,
Vegas.
Though. It's maybe like do it at a bigger height with a
Which comes complete with a lovely female assistant.
Yeah, so still doing it. I guess. Yeah, not bad. A bigger bowl. Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty impressive, actually. At that height, I would think most glass would shatter, or at least crack.
Franz, could you try to break this glass, please?
Franz, please try to break the glass.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Well,
Oh my god.
maybe that was a little too hard.
Should we try them?
Sorry?
This is why live demos scare the shit out of me. Wow, it makes for great entertainment, I gotta admit. Now that I'm not doing demos like this is great entertainment. Like it.
It didn't go through.
Let's
So
check.
that's a plus side.
Let's try the
Right?
right.
Try that one, really? Okay. Sure.
Oh, man.
It didn't go through.
Oh god. Oh.
not bad. Room for improvement.
Room for improvement, indeed.
All right, let's see. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, kudos to at least Elon for not getting too flustered here. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that could really throw you off your presentation and get you upset, and you can see it in the face. It's sometimes hard to project when you are the CEO of a company. I think he's got a mentality, something of like constantly iterate, constantly do it better. Things will always break, things always go wrong, and he's used to that.
We'd actually throw everything. We threw wrenches. We threw everything. We even literally threw the kitchen sink at the glass, and it didn't break. For some weird reason, it broke now. I don't know why. Just fix it in post. So, in addition, the car has an adaptive air suspension. It's literally adaptive air suspension. So. This will come standard on all the cars. I think this is actually a very important design element because if you have if every truck has the ability to adjust the ride height, so you can go very low or very high, so you can be efficient on the highway, and you can also go off-roading.
The way he kind of stutters over some of the words suggests he probably needed a little bit more practice, mixed with just a bit of nervousness. I know he's done a lot of these kind of presentations before, but you can tell he's got a lot right on the line here with this kind of presentation. He's normally a lot more comfortable than this, actually.
It's going to have the highest clearance of any production truck. So we're going to have about a 16-inch clearance. And you can adjust this on the fly. So it's adaptive damping and adaptive ride height. These are actually extremely important for a truck. Because trucks, when you only drive them, they're either too cushy or they're too hard. You need it to be able to adjust dynamically depending upon what the load is. If you've got a lot of people on board, if you've got a full bed in the back, it's got to adjust accordingly. So, yeah. Let's talk about the, we call it the Volt, Cybertruck Volt. So, let's see.
So awkward.
Let's demo this active, yeah. So.
I don't know if you all are Blizzard fans, but this reminds me of a presentation for a Diablo Mobile last year or so. It was so awkward.
Yeah. And it can tow.
I mean, so what happens with the glass there?
But what about a real world test? Like let's actually have a tug of war here with an F-150. So you can see, see which one can pull which. Let's do the tug of war video. Pull. Yeah, but it was uphill. So let's see on-road the performance.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all for show. That could be totally rigged. That's fast. I mean, that's Tesla fast, you know, like with these electric cars.
Now let's see how does this compare to a Porsche 911? Okay, we're going to give the Porsche a little bit of a head start. Yeah, this is a current edition Porsche. And this is the actual truck. This is not CGI.
That's not helping me. That's not winning me over when he says the actual truck. I still feel like, give it another year to add a little bit of a design element on it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is level 1 of a video game before you unlock some parts or some accoutrements you can put onto your car. Like I want the level 10 truck. I want some bells and whistles that just a little bit cooler, you know, just to make it a little bit.
So
That's impressive range right there. Man, they've really
obviously they'll have
perfected their
access to all
technology for
superchargers,
the battery.
Be capable of more than 250 kilowatts. We'll reveal the actual number later. And it has onboard outlets for 110 and 220 volts. So you don't need a generator. Yeah. The truck literally is your generator.
Nice. I like that.
And
I like that.
as a
I like
little-
that.
Plus, because it's got an air suspension, we can tap off the air suspension, so you have a pneumatic source. So you have
I like that too.
yeah.
For everyone out there who you know likes to
onboard
go
air
biking
compressor.
like me, that's
Of course,
that's
we'll come with
awesome.
autopilot standard. Yeah. So there'll be 3 versions. But it's gonna.
Wow. Oh my God, that's about as much as my fancy Nissan Murano cost,
Yeah.
quite frankly. Oh, but the range is literally cut in half for a
That's
single
the
motor
price
versus a
without any
tri-motor,
incentives. That's just like the price without any incentives.
as well as the
But
speed.
the actual economics are even better than that, because the cost of
But still
electricity is much less
really
than the cost of
impressive.
gasoline. So when you look at the actual cost of ownership here, it's you know you're paying much less for electricity than you are for gasoline. You're paying much less for maintenance. There's no oil changes, no smog checks, none of that stuff. So your maintenance is low, your cost of operations is low, and so it's actually comparable to a gasoline truck that's $10,000 to $15,000 less. Yeah.
All right, so that's a little bit deceptive there because what he's doing is he's factoring the cost of a lease, and he's saying, and he's tacked on an extra $100 for the lease for his car versus say a comparison car. And that's a very subjective thing, the cost of a lease. But I don't doubt the fact that the cost of ownership is a lot cheaper for a truck like this.
Yeah, don't mind the glass. So, anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you. I think it's gonna be a great party, and you'll love riding around this thing. It's great. All right, thank you. Oh wait, we have. Should we do the? Oh yeah. We made an. We also made an ATV. So.
Nice
Bring it
little
out.
encore there. For a second there, I actually thought like he actually forgot a part of his presentation. But no, this was planned. This was planned. Now this I want. Oh my goodness. That would be so much fun to drive out here in the Las Vegas desert. Ooh, that seems like a pretty steep slope there. Nice, nice. You gotta admit, that is pretty cool.
You can see the truck.
Nice finale.
This is what I mean by the adaptive air suspension. Yeah, nice work, by the way. So the adaptive air suspension, you can drop real low, and you go high on the other side. We call this load mode. So you got load mode, you got a built-in ramp, so you can take a ATV or dirt bike, whatever you want, and load it on the back. Yes. Oh, and it's currently plugged in and charging. Yeah.
Oh,
If
man.
you look at the car's adjusting
How much is
itself.
ATV? That's what I want to know.
So you can go like real tight on the freeway, and you can go way high off-roading. Yeah. All right. Thank
Woo! Oh my goodness, that was that was almost a little surreal for me. It just, especially since a Terminator movie recently just came out, this whole thing screams like it's some sort of mockery of that. It's like trying to emulate that whole Terminator feel, very futuristic, almost post-apocalyptic in the way it was designed. Very Spartan, very, you know what I'm talking about because you're watching the same thing I'm watching here. It was a hell of an interesting presentation. Nonetheless, there was a lot of oohs and ahs, not just coming from the audience, even from me. This thing looks like it is where the future of trucks is going to go. Like, I would absolutely buy a truck like this if it wasn't for the fact that it was just so god-awful ugly. This kind of design, shoot, I used to work on a bunch of Terminator games, so like that hunter-killer type of look. I mean, it looks like a variant of a hunter-killer, but on wheels, but somehow more blocky and more ugly. It's not smooth and refined. Now, my sense is the reason why they had to create those very angular corners is because of what Elon Musk is talking about here, which is he's moved the exoskeleton, that stress that the car can handle, to the outside. And when you start to create something that's round, it really kind of diminishes some of that strength. So I think this is simply a car that is designed where it is highly functional, where aesthetics somehow, that team just was on vacation when they were working on this whole thing. Let me know what you all think. I'm really curious, actually. Do you guys like the design or not? Would it be a deciding factor in whether or not you buy something like this?